Have you ever been driving around and saw a really cool license plate and thought, I bet I can make one of those? I've seen them. Never thought I was creative enough. But you have the chance. Here with more on the Historic Colorado contest, of course, honoring Colorado's 150th anniversary is Adam Wilms and the DMV Vehicle Services Director, Lucy Holsnyder, the Department of Revenue Arts professional. Guys, thank you so much for being here on the show.
Well, thank you so much for having us.
Yes, thank you. I love this creativity. This is such a great idea. So Adam, I'm going to start with you. Can you tell us more about the Historic Contest?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, this is a really fun and unique opportunity for Coloradans to get involved with the state's 150th anniversary.
Yeah.
And so we've kind of divided the contest into two divisions. We have 13 and older and 12 and younger.
Okay.
Each division will have 10 finalists, and those finalists will go to a public vote with the winners receiving not only a commemorative license plate with their design, but they'll also get a $1,000 grant.
Nice.
With that, they'll be featured in our media, and those are some pretty serious bragging rights.
Yeah, that is definitely more than just a participation trophy. I love that. That's
Absolutely.
So great. Okay, so Lucy, what advice do you have for those that are wanting to enter?
Well, it's important to follow all the instructions, which you can find in the submission packet on our website.
Okay.
You want to make sure you follow the rules so you do it correctly.
Yes.
It's important to use bright, contrasting colors so that when your plate is on a car, we can really see it, see the design.
Good tip, yes.
There's a little space for a tagline to add some information about the history of Colorado. So you want to keep that short and sweet. Just a couple words is perfect. And then lastly, each Colorado resident can submit up to 3 entries, so be sure to use every chance you have to win.
Wow, okay, so 3 entries, so you have some opportunity to get some of those creative juices flowing. That's really cool. Adam, I want to ask you too, this is obviously a really fun and educational way for the kiddos to get involved, which is so cool. So the DMV was recently at Shelton Elementary, correct? Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Our staff was fortunate enough to go out and visit the 3rd graders at Shelton Elementary in Golden, and had the opportunity to provide some feedback on the designs that they had, provide some tips and tricks.
Yeah.
And it was a phenomenal experience for them. In the process, they got to learn a little bit about Colorado history.
Very cool.
And a little bit about license plates.
Love that. Okay, super cool. And Lucy, I have to ask you too, what makes this contest unique? I mean, I know why I think it's unique because I don't ever feel like I have the creative juices to do something so cool like this, but why do you think it's so unique?
Well, it's a rare chance to design something that's going to be extremely visible around the state. I mean, this plate will be on thousands of cars driving around the state and the country for years to come.
Yeah.
And it's also a great chance to maybe brush up on some history and show some love for Colorado.
Yeah, I really like that. I mean, Adam, what would you say is the most interesting thing about this contest? And have you guys maybe seen, you know, certain plates that have come in that you've been like, ooh, that's a really good idea?
No, we've seen some great designs so far. I think what's, you know, really interesting about this is the fact that we've never done it before. And so this is the first time that we've actually allowed the general public to design and then vote on a license plate.
Yeah.
So that, you know, provides an opportunity here for, you know, Coloradans to make history. And I think in the process, you know, this also goes to show that, you know, we have a focus on better serving our customers. And so, you know, as we look at rolling out this contest, you know, there's a lot of cool things that we're doing, and you know, I think it just shows that the department is looking at innovative and new ideas, and whether that's, you know, through a license plate design or you know, thinking outside the box, and in this place, you know, a license plate, but you know, it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're really excited about the contest.
Yeah, I agree. So for people at home that might be like on the fence about whether or not they want to do it, why do you guys think this is an awesome way to participate and kind of give back to our state?
Well, if the commemorative license plate with your design and the $1,000 grant isn't enough to entice you, there are some sweet bragging rights. And I mean, imagine your design is going to be on the back of thousands of Coloradan vehicles driving all over the nation. And if that's not worth it, you know, I don't know what's going to be. But I think that, you know, from our perspective, you know, it's going to be enough to get folks to really involved, you know, in this contest. And we're looking forward to it.
I agree. Well, and I can't wait to see the winner and say, oh my goodness, I had you guys on the show and we totally did this contest, and look, that's the plate. That's the plate that won. So even if you don't win, or if you just enter in, I think it's cool to be able to say, hey, I was a part of that, which I think is awesome. Well, in the last 30 seconds, guys, I'd love you both to tell me, what do you like best about this contest? What do you think this really encompasses when it comes to, you know, Colorado and our state?
Well, I love that residents of any age, background, or skill level can enter. You don't need to be a designer. You don't need any special software. Any art medium can be used to create a submission. So it's very inclusive, and I love that students are involved as well. I was lucky enough to get to join at Shelton Elementary a few weeks ago and saw some just amazing work from those third graders. So it's a pretty cool thing.
Yes, Adam, for you?
I think it's just the unique opportunity and the history here, and so diving into the history, being able to be part of the 150th anniversary of the founding of Colorado is just really cool. And then lastly, this is a plate by the people for the people, and how cool is that?
Yeah, so cool. Well, guys, as a Colorado kid myself, I'm so proud to be able to say that we're at 150. This is so cool. Thank you guys so much for coming on and sharing this amazing opportunity.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. Okay, guys, you have the opportunity here. There's about 2 weeks left in the Historic Colorado contest, so that winner from each division, that's that under 13 and that 13 and up, will win those huge bragging rights and that commemorative license plate. And don't forget that $1,000 grant, guys. Enter now at DMV.Colorado.gov/HistoricColorado.